welcome back to the podcast. It's been a while. It's been over a year, in fact. And the reason why it's been so long is because the video podcast I was doing previously for the Sound Advice podcast just took so much pre-production and post-production and every kind of production, really. So I've decided to try and do these little audio-only podcasts, which are just called 2-minute tips, and they're all about giving you something really quick and actionable that you can stick into your own guitar playing. And if you like it, brilliant, you've won. And if you don't like it, then it's 2 minutes. It's not the end of the world, is it? So, as usual, all the information that you need to know about the podcast can be found in the show notes of the episodes if you listen on iTunes. It can also be found in the comment section if you watch these on YouTube, and it can be found at the brand new podcast website, soundadvicepodcast.net. So you can go there and you can check out all of the information and watch the previous episodes of the Sound Advice podcast if you wish. So without further ado, here is the first of the 2-minute tips podcasts. This week's podcast is all about B.B. King. B.B. King sadly passed away this month, and that's obviously a massive blow to the guitar community because he was such a loved blues player. But it's also a larger loss because he was a massive influence to a lot of the other guys that most of my students want to play like, and they don't know that, and most people don't know that. They don't think about B.B. King as an influential player in that way if they're not aware of who he is. One of my favourite things that B.B. King did was the way that he would express one note in many different ways. So, for example, if we take an A note, if we're playing like an A blues, and we take an A note on the 5th fret of the E string, this one, so BB might have pulled off to that note from, say, a C note, like this. That's quite a standard way of getting there. But he also might have gone on the B string and hammered the G note on the 8th fret to the A note on the 10th fret, like this. He also might have slid that G note into the A note, like that. Or he might have bent that G note to the A note, like this. And he could have added vibrato, or he could have added a rake, and dragged the note up there a little bit slower. Or he could have played the note with the hammer, and then slid off the note at the end, after a bit of muting. So there's a load of different options for getting to these notes. So one of the things I'd like you to have a crack at is there's a little backing track that you can download off the website. Have a little bit of a play and see if you can make those different kind of sounds just with the note that you finish on and put them together. And you can make a solo out of that. It would sound reasonable to make a solo out of that. So I'm going to have a go playing along with the backing track now. You can have a listen, see what you think. And I'll fade out with this, and then you can go to the website and check out the backing track, should you wish to. So thanks a lot for listening. I hope you'll subscribe on either YouTube or on iTunes. If you fancy having a look at either of those and subscribing, that would be fantastic. And there'll be another one of these every Wednesday. These are going to come out. So there'll be a new little mini guitar lesson waiting for you. I'm sorry this one's dragged on a little bit because I've had a few new things to tell you. But hopefully they'll stay around 2 or 3 minutes each week. Thanks a lot. See you soon.